All right, today we are going to do another community interview for the Turtle Squad. I think this is number 4. I believe this is 4. And our guest today, many of you know him. He's been around a long time. He's a man of a few words, and glad to have him on to talk with him and learn more about him. And
Hello,
so
Jay.
I'd like everybody to say hi to Moose and give him a nice reception. Can we get some turtle claps in the chat, even though we don't have that emote? Turning him up a little bit. Okay. Gonna load into the strike, make sure everything's good to go. It's arc. Okay.
Oh, the delirium burns through stuff on that.
The what? Oh, the delirium. I haven't
Yeah.
picked mine up yet, so.
I was doing some strikes earlier and had delirium on and it was just burning through ads.
Oh, nice. All right. So did you see the questions that I had sent you earlier today?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna start off with some like getting to know Moose questions. Like I really haven't sat down and got to know. I mean, much like a lot of people here, I haven't had the opportunity to like ask him any questions or get to know him completely. So it's a great opportunity for all of us, I think. And but I wanted you to kind of introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Eric. 6'6".
Holy crap!
I've said that before in chat.
Have you?
Yeah. When going on about how short you are.
Oh, perfect. All right, proceed.
Not sure what else to really talk about.
I know you live in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Packers fan.
Packers fan in Wisconsin. That's pretty normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like one of those cheesehead things?
I actually don't myself.
Oh. Is that something you want?
Not really. They're,
All right,
they're a
enough.
little annoying when wearing. I have
Gotcha.
worn them before.
Probably have friends and stuff. I got you. And okay. You have any siblings or anything like
Two
that?
older sisters,
Older sisters.
both shorter than me.
Okay. Why is that such a topic of like you're focusing very much on the height thing and it's making me sad? No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's fine. I think that's pretty normal for the like siblings for the guy to be taller.
Yeah.
And grew up with video games and all that kind of stuff. But before we get into the video game stuff, I was kind of wondering, and you don't have to talk about this if you don't want, but I was curious, you know, what is your day to day? Do you work full time?
Yeah, I do work full time. Have you ever heard of a place called Batteries Plus Bulbs?
Batteries Plus Bulbs. Is it like a franchise type?
Yeah, it's a corporate / franchise.
So I might have. Is it a place where like they replace batteries for all? It's not. I can't remember if you guys do car batteries too, but you do like all sorts of like electronic batteries and stuff too, right?
It's car batteries, batteries for everything, almost everything out there.
Gotcha.
Does a lot of stuff with corporations, like selling batteries to corporation.
Cool.
Like big companies. And then repair work on cell phones.
Nice. So you're kind of an electronic nut guru kind type person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you been working there?
Actually, I've only been half a year.
Half a year. What did you do before that, if you don't mind me asking?
Walmart.
Walmart. Got it. Electronics section.
Left there for a reason. Yes, electronics.
I feel like anybody that works in like a retail store that's on Twitch usually does. Um, okay, cool. And what's your favorite part about Wisconsin? And how long have you been living there? You've been living there all your life?
Yeah, I've been living here all my life.
Nice. Anything particular you enjoy about living there?
More or less when you get the nice days out there when there's a bunch of snow. And
Oh, you like snow.
yeah, I like snow when it's has settled down and compacted down and can have fun outside with it sometimes.
I don't know why I picture you like with that icy snow, picking it up and throwing it at people.
Sometimes.
Okay. I thought he was gonna. Just knowing Moose, like the the version of Moose that I know, he's usually kind of like the friendly troll, but he's always kind of like pushing people off maps, specifically me and stuff. So I just picture him like having a whole bag of like icy snowballs. It's like I went
Not icy
shopping.
snowballs. Just chunks of icy snow.
Okay. So you just throw chunks of icy snow at people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
sometimes. Fair enough. Only when they deserve it. Got it. Um, and when did you get started gaming? Tell us, kind of walk us through your childhood and kind of how that all got started.
I actually wasn't a, that big of a gamer as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start picking it up then?
More high school.
Okay. Any
Big.
particular reason or how you got like connected with it?
Um, more or less in high school, made friends that were more the computer crowd, and then just started playing games with them.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot when you connect with folks and they have a passion for something. It kind of tends to rub off on stuff. So if you started playing in high school, what was your first system?
Like that was major playing. I had my first system was actually a Game Boy Color. It was
Oh,
green and came with Pokemon Crystal.
awesome. So you had a a lime green Game Boy Color. So that was when you were in high school, okay?
No,
Or no, that was before high school.
that was before high school.
Sorry,
But
I'm not
like,
trying to age you. I'm just trying to get.
yeah, more of the computer gaming was high school.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you
Like
consider
that
the Game Boy a console?
handheld console. Like
Okay, yeah,
I hope most people consider it.
sure. Yeah, I was a big handheld guy too. So what kind of pairing off of that? So you enjoyed Pokemon growing up?
Yes,
So which ones did you play, or have you played a bunch of them?
I've played a bunch of them.
So you're looking
Uh,
forward to the new Pokemon game coming out on the Switch?
yes, especially if how it looks,
Right.
how they have it looking, it will be nice.
Sweet. I'm pretty excited about that too. So what would you say your favorite like Game Boy game was? You have one?
Um, actually, one that I played a lot was actually get the exact game. It was a Mega Man game.
Mega Man, well there was a couple. There was Mega Man Wily's Revenge, and then there was Mega Man Legends, I believe. No, Legends was PlayStation. Wily's Revenge, and then they had Mega Man 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Game Boy, I
It
believe.
might have been two,
2, okay.
and no, that's actually the advance it was on.
Okay. So that would have been Battle Network or Mega Man and Bass, maybe? Something like that.
I don't remember
Don't
which
remember.
one.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't mean to press. I was really curious. So you had the Game Boy Color, you had the Game Boy Advance. Was it the like the Game Boy Advance like the flat one, or did you have like the SP?
I had the flat one. Years later, got one at a rummage sale.
Oh, nice. Sweet. So you enjoyed Mega Man games. Did you ever play those on the consoles? Like,
No.
no. You should. If you were able to, like, pick up an NES or SNES Classic or something like that and play through those games because a lot of them are really good, really tough, fun games. Um, so you were playing computer games in high school. Cool. What kind of games were you playing in high school on computer?
Minecraft.
Oh, really? So like just
Yeah, that was
that was the
big
game.
thing.
That was the game.
Yeah, that was a big game in high school.
So I've never played Minecraft. So like, describe to me what you guys would do as a group.
Uh, Literally make our own houses. This was like beta 1.3,
Okay.
so it was before a lot of the newer updates.
Gotcha. So it was just a lot of building.
Yeah, it was more building, more of the basic stuff. And then later in, I think towards senior year, is when a lot of Minecraft mods were being. And that's when it became fun. It new way to play Minecraft
For sure.
because they would just go around destroying it.
Right. You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh,
It's all good. So do you still play Minecraft now?
occasionally.
Occasionally? Is it like the same server that you used to play on, or do you just kind of like, I don't really know how it works anymore, but
No, I usually just play by my.
gotcha. We can work out this mic issue one sec. All right. Cool.
Is
So
that
what kind
better?
of games are you playing nowadays? Obviously you're playing Destiny, but anything else that strikes your fancy now?
Doom. A game I picked up recently, A Hat in Time.
Say it again?
A
Oh,
Hat in
A
Time.
Hat in Time. I've heard of that. Yeah, it's like a Steam game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
you like those single player kind of experiences.
yeah. I more play the single player games.
Cool. Anything you're particularly looking forward to in the next year or two, game wise?
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Sure.
So did you play original Doom at all?
Not the original.
Just
The
like
Doom
the
2016.
Okay, so when it came, yeah, so 2016. Got it. So you've been playing 1 and you played 2 recently, right?
No, 4 is gonna be Doom Eternal.
Oh, got it. Got it. Sorry. Awesome. And obviously the Pokemon game and probably Destiny updates and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I imagine. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the name moosecrazy13. How did that come about?
The moose part is actually a nickname. Just from when I was a baby, I was Big Baby. And somebody gave me the nickname Moose, and it stuck. Then when I made email account, I was 13, so it stuck around. Just
Perfect.
thing to put in. And I just like collecting moose things.
Oh, you collect like moose stuff. What kind of things do you collect? Moose related.
Like stuffed animals, the plastic toys, a bunch of other stuff like that.
Awesome. So do you collect anything else other than moose paraphernalia?
Not that I really know of.
No, just that's I've
That's a big
never
thing.
that's pretty awesome. So you're like the full, embodiment of like a moose and moose, like you have like a whole family of moose. I almost said meese, but it's definitely moose. That's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. Cool. Um so that name stuck with you like through, was it AOL that you created that name?
No, Gmail.
email. Okay. So that stuck with you. You probably had that in like Minecraft and Destiny, and obviously you had it
Yep.
on your consoles and stuff. So, I mean, I think a lot of us and people in chat and anybody who's watching can definitely relate to those names. Mine was JBlade00. So, I don't. It wasn't the year 2000, but I was gonna do 007, and I just stuck with 00. But totally can relate to that. At least yours isn't embarrassing. If you like go to a bank or something and you fill out an application for something and you're like, "What's your email?" You're like, uh, JBlade00. It's like, frick, how old are you? Hold on one sec. All right. Moving forward in kind of the next section. Do you have a crazy story from your life that you like to tell?
One thing, a pretty cool thing that happened was, I think this one was when I was like 12. Went on a Alaskan cruise
Mm-hmm.
for grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, they took the whole family.
Yeah, like
Awesome.
my mom and her siblings planned this cruise for them.
Sweet.
So all went on it, and then there was stops along the way. One of the stops did a whale watching boat,
Did you actually see
and
any whales?
yeah, one came up like maybe 50 feet in front of the boat, a humpback whale,
Oh, nice.
and got pictures of it breaching the surface.
Sweet.
So that was a cool thing to see.
Yeah. Sounds fun. I've only been on a couple of whale watching trips, and both of them there was no whales, so it's cool that you guys got to see them.
Yeah,
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
that's
Oh, that's it. Okay, cool.
yeah, that's it.
So that's a crazy story. Anything that like I'm gonna kind of I feel like there's a story there. Uh, maybe a story that's a little embarrassing or something that I don't know can give us a little bit of insight as to the crazy side of Moose. Maybe. Do you have anything like that? If not, it's
Not that
okay.
I,
I just
not that I can think of.
no. Got it. Okay. If anything comes, you just let me know, like stories from your childhood or anything like that. Um, what are some
Uh,
dreams for you in your future?
Career that I really want to go into is computer administration.
Awesome. So what's kind of the day-to-day look like for that?
More or less, think of the first IT people at the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's more or less that position where you're running your administration admins over the servers and everything, making sure everything runs smooth.
So you're the guy who they would call and be like, "Hey, Eric, I almost called you Moose. Uh, what is this on my email?" And you're just like panicking. Don't open that file. You're that guy. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
part of it.
trying to fix people doing weird stuff on the internet on the computer
Fix
systems.
people, make sure everything's connected correctly.
So you have some like networking knowledge and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have some classes in it.
Cool. Are you certified in anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Are you working on certifications?
Yeah, I've been working on certifications,
Like the
but
Microsoft
haven't
one?
gotten them yet. Actually, it's Cisco.
Oh,
is,
okay. Cool. So yeah, like super network. Got it. Well, I wish you the best of luck on that because I imagine that's especially with working full time and all that kind of stuff can be a task to get all that stuff done. So I'm sure you'll get it though, man. You're a smart guy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, and this is kind of going into the weird stuff. How weird would you say you are? And you have to give me an example to back up what you think you are, number wise.
this is where I had a hard part thinking of. I'm guessing maybe like a 5 or 6.
Okay, so in the middle. So give me an example of something you think that you do that's weird. I'm gonna give him a second to think.
That's where I can't really think of anything outright.
Okay. You like to troll people in video games.
Yeah.
You have a collection of
Have fun.
like to have
Moose
fun. Yeah.
stuff.
You got all the moose stuff. Okay. I mean, like, I wouldn't say that that's weird, but I guess somebody might. They're a jerk. But, you know. Okay, so right in the middle. Fair enough. We all know that I'm on the high end of that spectrum. So relatively, it's fine. If you could send a message to yourself 10 years ago, what would you tell younger Moose?
Definitely work harder in school.
Good one.
Because I was lacking in later years of high school.
Oh, you just kind of gave up?
Yeah. Started getting bored with school, and
I think that's pretty normal for a lot of folks.
so I tell myself to pay more attention.
Mm-hmm. Don't sit in the back of the class, all that stuff. Excuse me, sorry. I think that's really good advice. I think anybody who's younger or anybody that's still in school could definitely that advice for sure. If anybody's listening that is currently in school, listen, go to class. Go the F to class,
Yes.
right? What's your favorite part now that we're moving into kind of the gaming and the Destiny related questions and the community related questions? What's your favorite part about Destiny?
Favorite part is probably raids. Being able to play with people,
Mm-hmm.
having a fun time, screwing around.
Sure. But you haven't been doing raids for all that long, really.
No.
And this is kind of an interesting point as I was, I often for these interviews do a little bit of research just to kind of like have some specific things to talk about with people. Moose's first raid was with us, with this community. Moose's second raid was with us in this community, and third and fourth and like I don't mean like every single raid he's ever done, but the first completion for every single raid that's ever come out at Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, which is every single raid he's done. The first completion for each one of those was with us, which I think is absolutely insane. And I didn't know that literally until today when I was like looking up stuff. So, it's pretty incredible. So I think the first raid clear he had was May 20th, 2017. So literally, like the 2-year anniversary of that was 4 days ago. So that's pretty cool. So let's see here. And I don't think because your first attempt wasn't with us, but your first clear was. So tell us, kind of walk us through your first attempts at raiding and how you kind of got the itch to start raiding and stuff, because obviously you hadn't done it right when raids started coming out and all that stuff. So
Yeah, more or less. How I actually picked up Destiny was made friends while I was working at Walmart, and they told me about Destiny and how it's a fun game to play. So I picked up. Actually, I had gotten a PlayStation a little while before and picked up Siege to play with them.
okay.
And then they told me about that. So I picked that up, started playing with them. I think I had only tried, actually once before to try and raid with them, to do a raid.
I think what I saw is there was like 2 attempts and both of them were not completions or something like that.
Yeah, it might have been that.
if I remember correctly.
And I had gotten to 385, the max light you could,
Hmm.
and then tried to do raids, never got them done, and then decided I wanted to see if I could find people on Twitch helping with raids.
Right. I mean, you've been on. I just looked because I was curious. You've been on Twitch for a long time, like since 2012, since way before I was ever on Twitch, like even as a viewer. So that was like your first thought, your first inclination to go somewhere was for Twitch.
Yeah, because I had seen people doing help on Twitch before
Right.
for other things.
Right. That's pretty awesome. Um, was there? Do you
Then
still
I
play with those people?
not anymore.
Not anymore. Hopefully.
Kind of went separate ways after all of us left.
Oh, Walmart.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It happens. Hopefully it was, positive.
Yeah, like still on good terms when we see each other if we meet up in public.
Sure.
It's just don't really see each every day or really that often.
Hmm. Pretty normal, I
But
think, is when you get older too.
yeah. So I picked it up, was going through Destiny directory and seeing who was doing raid, and then I eventually stumbled upon your channel. Big thing, and then just started watching, and then eventually got the chance to raid.
Hmm. So were you? I'm always curious about this stuff because that was, I don't know, we were trying to think. We'd been streaming for a while. We partnered for 7 months or so, doing a lot of, and that was like shortly after Wrath of the Machine came out. We were still doing King's Fall a lot. Uh, so you, I don't know how long would you say that you were like kind of like lurking before you tried to get in a raid or hanging out?
I think at least a month. I think I had been kind of watching for a month, and then I think I had still been leveling up my character to get to the highest light level to be able to raid easier.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So what would you say your favorite raid is? Like of all time, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2.
Probably favorite raid is Wrath.
And that was your first raid completion. So this, I mean, that kind of goes into what I always think
Yeah.
about nostalgia. Like a lot of people with their first raid completion often have like special memories of that. So now that I realize that like your first completion of every raid was with us, is there a specific reason why that's the case? Like, have you held out to run with us, or is that just kind of how it happened?
More how it happened. Just leveling up, do the new raid. And more with Destiny, not really. I didn't really look at any other streamers that often
Mm-hmm.
because I had found somebody that I could raid with.
Right.
Somebody that was doing raids, and
So when your day job, is it like normal business hours?
yeah. So at nighttime, like this is the time I'm usually up.
Right. So it's what? It's almost 3:30 a.m. for you, right?
2.
Oh, 2:30. Okay, so 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So you'll like I know that sometimes you do go to sleep when you're hanging out because that's happened before, but you gotta like, so you don't get a ton of sleep.
No, I actually get a lot of sleep.
Oh, you do. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'm the more later shift of
Oh, okay.
the.
You don't go in at like 9 a.m.
No.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how much
Next door.
moose sleep, but yeah. Let's see here. Favorite raid. What's your favorite part about raiding with our community? And this is not like don't focus on me. Just like, you know, obviously you enjoy the community and
Yeah. Big thing, nice, have fun, just fun community. And then thinking about you being patient with new raider, more or less me learning everything and you being able to teach it
Mhm.
in a way that I could understand it easily.
Right. I think I mean, and to like diffuse that a little bit or take a little bit of credit away from myself. I mean, like everybody learns things different ways. Like sometimes people will like listen to me and they're like, I don't understand what he's saying, you know, and there's other people that, you know, it clicks and
Yeah, and
there's
for me,
different
it clicked.
information for different people and all that kind of stuff. So it's always nice to find people who think the same way that you do and process information the same way. It makes it a lot easier. And Twitch is really good about that because, you know, there's so many
Having a
different kind of people.
variety of people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you kind of explained how you happened upon the channel. Have you always kind of been on Twitch late at night?
More once I got out of high school.
Gotcha. Yeah, because obviously when you're in high school, you're stuck on that schedule up early,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
So when I got out of high school, I started just staying up late. And then got into habit of watching YouTube, watching streams.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So big PC gamer. Obviously, you had an Xbox and a PS4. You got at one point. Or no,
Yeah, more
you were PS4 first, right?
yeah, PS4. I had a computer,
Mm-hmm.
but not a gaming one really.
Right. Well,
I
Minecraft
had
would
a
run on that, right?
Minecraft can run on more or less any computer.
I got a toaster. Can Minecraft run on that? Yeah, probably. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And so do you still play the Xbox and PS4 much? I don't mean to like get into console wars or anything. I'm just curious.
Not that much. I stick mostly PC, but like there's some games that are Xbox and Xbox and
Exclusives.
PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, PS4 only exclusive, and that's when I would jump back onto them. Jump on back onto the PS4,
Right.
Xbox, like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. You enjoy that?
I was playing. Yeah, I was playing that for a while,
Cool.
and that's a fun game.
What other exclusives did you play? Just curious.
Uh, Horizon Zero Dawn, I think it's called.
Yeah. Everybody always tells me that I need to play that. I still haven't. It's mega
It's
cheap now too.
yeah, it's a fun game.
Cool. Again, the single player experiences, man. Did you ever play like the
Mhm.
Tomb Raider series?
Not really. I haven't really played Tomb Raider that much. I played a little bit of the when they rebooted it for this console generation.
Right. Yeah, the Xbox stuff. That's kind of what I was referring to. Sorry. I didn't mean like the old PlayStation games, like the jaggedy ones. All right. Moving on. So you kind of gave some advice to your younger self. What kind of life advice or anecdote would you give to like people that are watching that you feel like based on your life experience can pass on?
Uh, Lots of other things like work hard, stay in school. Uh, Big thing, if you can, pay off credit card
That's good.
completely each month.
Yeah, it's a good one.
If you can, that's a big thing because that's like life lesson that learned from parents
Mm-hmm.
is pay off if you can, pay it off completely each month. So don't have any debt.
Right.
And so I know if I ever needed to get a loan or something, more easily approved.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was a big thing.
That's
I learned from my parents.
yeah, that's great advice. I was just gonna I absolutely on 100% on board with that too, and I always think, you know, try not to spend, even if you have a credit card, like treat it like a debit card, you know.
Yeah. Don't spend more than you have in the bank.
Right. Yeah, it makes it easier to manage that. Good advice. Cool. Any other thing before we start taking like audience questions? Is there anything else you wanted to share, or anything else you had on your mind, or you wanted to go back to, or anything like that?
Not really.
Nope. Okay.
Nothing that.
I love that Moose is just so like straight to the point, you know, like he takes his time, he thinks about it, and then he just like, no, I'm good. All right, so audience questions, if there's any, you know, if you want to either, you know, stuff that we talked about tonight or anything that you were curious about with Moose. If there's anything that you would like to ask him, now's the time. People were agreeing with your Spider-Man call, by the way.
Oh.
Oh God, does Moose eat moose? Have you ever?
I have
eaten
never
moose?
tried moose.
Is that something that you're like against?
No, I would be willing to try.
Okay. He doesn't. He's not that much of an embodiment of a moose. uh, let's not get into the specifics of where he lives in Wisconsin, just for his own privacy sakes. That would be cannibalism. What's your favorite Destiny memory? Good one.
Oh.
Anything that sticks out in your mind?
Probably launch of Destiny 2.
A lot of hype there.
Yeah. And big thing of it coming to PC.
Right. Well, did you like upgrade your PC specifically for this, or did you have a gaming computer when it came out?
Like I had gotten a gaming computer, and then I was excited when I heard that Destiny had come out for PC and would be able to get it on it.
Right? It's cool. Oh my gosh. If you were on, like, these are interesting questions. If you were on death row and you had your last meal, what would you want it to be?
Probably 16-ounce sirloin steak and some homemade fudge.
Steak and fudge, man. I love it. What's your favorite kind of just like straight up chocolate fudge?
Yeah.
Gotcha. God, there's so many different kinds of fudge. You ever been to those like stores, like candy shops, and they just have like the fudge counter and just
Yeah, the 20, 30 different kinds.
yeah. Can I try that one? Oh, let me try that one too. Oh, can I try that one? Steak, man. Have you ever I don't know if you ever have any plans to go to Guardian Con or anything like that, but need to get
Not this year, I'm not.
not this year.
I don't have plans.
Gotcha. We'll talk about that. I don't want to like invade your privacy and stuff. Baconator, dude, Baconator's so good. What's your favorite exotic weapon? Destiny 1 or Destiny 2? These are always hard.
Probably Yellowhorn.
Do you remember when you got yours?
I actually don't remember how I got it. I don't know if it was a drop or if it was from Zur.
So it's very possible that when you got it, you didn't realize that it was good then. You don't remember the drop? You don't remember being excited about getting it?
No.
No. So it must have been the same thing like with me where you got it and you didn't realize that it was any good. And then people were telling you that it was good or you realized later. Like, oh yeah, I
Well,
have that.
I had known that it was a decent weapon because I knew it was one that was used in raids.
Okay. So you were tracking raids and stuff even before you played them.
Yeah, I had been watching you for a...
Gotcha. John, that's a good one. I haven't been like telling people's names either. Kitty asked that last one. Unheard of did the one about death row. And then Doma did the one about eating moose. Sean asks, where in the world would you want to go if you like could go somewhere else? Like if you could visit somewhere, where would you want to go?
Probably Japan.
Any specific reason why?
Big thing is I actually watch a lot of anime.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learning more about you. So what are your like? Give me your top 3 animes. He was ready and then he wasn't.
I actually don't know if I can narrow it down.
Can't? Okay, give me a few that you really enjoy then. They don't have to be like favorites or anything, just ones that you enjoy.
A recent one is that time I was reincarnated as a slime.
That's the title of it?
Yes.
My god. Is that an acronym or something?
No.
No?
That's the actual title of
The time I was reincarnated as a sign?
Slime.
Slime. Okay. Okay, any others?
One Piece.
One Piece, okay. I've heard of that. I don't have a lot of anime history. I really did enjoy Trigun and Cowboy Bebop, but those are older ones.
Yeah.
And they're short series, you know, they're approachable. They're not like 800 episodes long.
Another one is Tenchi Mayu.
Tenchi Mayu?
M-U-Y-O. Yeah, that's another one. I watched a couple of different series of the same universe of that.
Awesome. So there's like spin-offs and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. And would just like to go there, see the places that are parts of anime.
Yeah, I've seen I specifically remember recently Zach from St. Jude went to Japan and he was like taking pictures of all the Gundam stuff. Like they had stores with all those like figures. It's like it's just crazy all the stuff that they have there for those kind of things. Japan would be pretty cool to go to, absolutely.
Yeah, more or less there's the town of, I think it's or city of Akibara. I think it's, and that's more or less the place you want to go if you want anything of like anime, manga. That's the place you go.
So do you read like manga and other kind of stuff too?
I haven't actually read a lot of manga.
Okay.
I more just watch anime.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd rather watch something than read personally, but trying to see if there was any other questions.
Yeah.
So when I was just gonna say, when are you gonna make Japan happen? When are you gonna plan for it? I'm gonna plant the seed.
It's probably gonna be a few years out at least.
Gotcha, because you're focused on you're focused on your certifications and your work and all that stuff. Makes sense. What's your favorite character in One Piece? Is getting really specific.
Probably Jinbei.
Okay. I don't have any follow up on that because I don't know the series, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
nod and move on.
Who asked the question? Oh,
Oh, that was Doma. Yeah,
Doma.
sorry. I imagine. I mean, I'll ask the question, but I bet any of us could answer what his favorite animal is. Sean asks. I just want him to go
A
up like
moose.
some completely off the rails, like, yeah, like a Siamese cat. I didn't ask you. Do you have any pets or animals or anything?
No, I don't.
Gotcha. All right. Any last questions from the community? Those are some really good ones. Really, like, I love those. I love those interesting questions that kind of like are weird, but also kind of give an insight to the person that you wouldn't otherwise get. What's the answer to the question of the day? Oh, that's a good point. Let me try to remember what it is. When you eat
Liquor.
lollipops, Moose, are you a licker or a biter?
Actually, a little bit of both. Depends
Yeah,
on
if
the day.
you had to
Sometimes I like
choose
to
one
just
though.
chew them. Probably more liquor.
Gotcha. Saggy, dang it.
See.
Uh, that's. Let's see here. Favorite map in Destiny 1? I don't know how much. I mean, Moose, do you play much PvP?
No.
I don't even know like the names of maps and stuff, to be honest. You've literally never eaten a lollipop? I don't believe you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that question is. Wise one. Favorite type of weather? Well, you like snow, right? Talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I like when it's packy snow, not slushy. Slushy is just a pain to try.
It gets really cold in Wisconsin, doesn't it, during the winter?
Yeah, it can get cold. But I'm a big guy, so somewhat built for it.
Oh yeah, got a lot of padding. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else from you? We're done with the questions.
Not really.
Nope. All right. Fair enough. Well, if everybody in chat could give him a round of claps, we do have the BTTV emotes, but I just wanna say thank you to Moose for being part of the community and always being. He's always like. He always surprises me because like he just will like lay in wait, and then if I need somebody to help, he'll just like jump in or whatever. And he's always very kind, very like soft spoken, and I mean,
Oh yeah, during when I first was writing with you, I would never talk.
I've never had like a negative thought about Moose or like anything. He's always just been very kind and a great part of our community, and very much appreciate you taking your time out to talk with us. And
Except maybe on Friday.
except maybe on Friday, what?
Negative thought.
Oh. I mean, that's just all fun and games, man. That's just all. He's talking about when we were playing golf it, and he was like, he held up at the holes multiple times. He held up at the holes, and he loves it, dude. And he would just turn around and just sit there and wait for me to get my ball close, and he just like constantly smack it so I couldn't get it in the hole. He did in fact cost me the win there on the last game, which is fine, but you know, I'm not gonna get stuck on that. It's fine. Totally fine. It's part of it. It's fine. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for taking your time to talk with us, and enjoyed learning more about you. And this is probably the most amount of words that I've heard from you in 2 years, like over the course of 2 years. And it's been a pleasure. And yeah, Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll talk to you soon, man.
Yep.
All right, bye. That was Moose. For those who don't know, he's been around for a couple of years and just an incredibly kind person, and always game to try new stuff and just kind of brute force through raids and be available when people need him. And I don't know, it's just a fantastic human being. Happy to know him.